To get revenge on the school bully, she transformed herself from an ugly duckling into a stunning mixed-race beauty. Top-tier looks had to come with top-tier presence. She trained herself to walk with confidence, fixed her slouching posture, dropped serious cash on luxury brands, studied styling and makeup like her life depended on it, rebuilt herself into a flawless rich girl genius, all just to take revenge on the girl who bullied her since kindergarten. The same girl who stole her first love and tore her family apart. Back then, Lynn was just an average-looking girl, totally unthreatening, but that's exactly why Hwali targeted her. Hwali was gorgeous and rich. She had everything, yet she was obsessed with making Lynn's life miserable. Lynn tried to escape. She even asked the school and her parents for help, but no one cared. So she suffered in silence until one day, she found cruel graffiti all over her desk again. The school heartthrob saw it, wiped it off for her and confessed his feelings. Lynn blushed and felt happy, but she didn't think she was pretty enough, and she wanted to focus on getting into college, so she turned him down. Of course, it was just another prank by Hwali. She couldn't stand Lynn's ugly face getting attention, so she humiliated her in front of everyone. When the teacher showed up, Hwali got called to the office. Lynn thought she'd finally get an apology, but she underestimated Hwali's fake tears. That pretty face of hers flipped the whole story in seconds. Lynn went from victim to villain. That's when she realized logic would never beat someone like Hwali. The only option was to leave her world entirely. So Lynn hit the books, got into Tokyo University and finally escaped Hwali's shadow. At college she met Jipping, a kind and gentle upperclassman. He understood her pain. Lynn felt like she had found salvation. They got married soon after graduation. Lynn thought her happy life had begun, but Jipping slowly changed. He started lying and avoiding her, sometimes not even coming home. Lynn's gut told her something was off, so she hired a private investigator. Turns out Jipping didn't love her anymore, but what shocked her most was that he was in love with Hwali. This time, Lynn wasn't staying quiet. She had to protect her happiness. The next day she showed up at Hwali's office, told her to break up with Jipping immediately or she'd expose her as a homewrecker. But Hwali mocked her for still being weak. She wasn't scared of being exposed because Jipping would always choose the prettier girl. Then Hwali dropped to the floor, covered her face and screamed that Lynn hit her. Security guards rushed in, saw the helpless beauty on the ground and didn't even ask questions. They dragged Lynn out on the spot. No one believed her because in this world people trust a pretty face. Lynn was thrown out like some crazy woman. She went home feeling crushed. Jipping got down on his knees to apologize. Lynn thought maybe he regretted everything, but instead he asked for a divorce. He said Hwali told him everything, that they were old classmates and that Lynn used to bully her. Lynn gave up trying to explain. Clearly Jipping was just another fool who judged by appearances. She agreed to the divorce and walked away with most of his assets. Back home, she opened the mailbox and found their wedding invitation covered with insults from Hwali. Lynn ripped it to pieces in anger. She wanted revenge. That's when she saw a plastic surgery flyer on the ground and everything clicked. She poured all her savings and divorce money into her face. Months later, she emerged as an absolutely flawless mixed-race beauty.